Opening with Epic Games. Using the Unreal Engine.
Hello, I'm Brian Karras, Technical Director of Graphics here at Epic Games.
Hi, I'm Jerome Plateau, Art Director of the Special Project.
A few years ago, we got together as a team and brainstormed where we thought we could push forward the state-of-the-art in real-time graphics. There were two key areas that stood out. The first, dynamic global illumination. Beautiful bounce lighting instantaneously.
I don't have to be constrained to do a game where the world
There's going
has
to be a
to
Tim
be fair.
Sweeney interview.
And I'm able to iterate a lot faster.
And we call this new system Lumen. We're about to show you what it is capable of. But first, there was another area that we thought we could push forward. Truly virtualized geometry. The artist wouldn't have to be concerned over poly counts, draw calls, or memory. Could directly use film quality assets and bring them straight into the engine.
And that's a big deal for artists. I just want to be able to import my ZBrush model, my photogrammetry scan, my CAD data, without wasting any time optimizing, creating LODs, or even lowering the quality to make it hit frame rate.
In the
That's
end,
good.
that's what it's
To make
all
it
about.
faster for development,
Art
that's
that
good.
just works. And we call this new technology nanite.
You don't want to go ahead and use the whole "it just works" because it has been proven
Awesome.
multiple
Let's take a
times
look at
that by saying that it doesn't.
This has to be the right way.
Oh, is this a gameplay demo? Because it looks like it's like.
Before we continue, let's stop a moment and take a look at some of the key features of this demo.
Oh, this is like a tech demo.
Much of what you see was
Oh,
built
what
with
is it?
Quixel Megascan assets, but instead of using the game versions, we used the cinematic versions, which would typically only be used in film. There are around 1 million triangles each, and thanks to virtual texturing, they all use 8K textures as well. Nanite can render an insane number of triangles very quickly. There are over 1 billion triangles of source geometry in each frame that Nanite crunches down losslessly to around 20 million drawn triangles.
Jeez.
What does that many triangles look like? This isn't noise. These are the triangles, each a different color. Most are so small that they look like noise. Nanite achieves detail down to the pixel, which means triangles are often the size of pixels. This amount of geometric detail requires shadows to be pixel accurate as well, and Nanite can do that too. Speaking of lighting, all of the lighting in this demo is completely dynamic, with the power of Lumen that even includes multi-bounce global illumination. No light maps, no baking here. Without GI, all of that beautiful lighting is gone. With Lumen enabled, we can move the light and the bounce changes instantly. Okay, let's keep going.
So this looks like it is a demo, but it's more of a tech demo.
We've made some great additions to our audio system as well. Convolution reverb allows us to measure reverberation characteristics of real spaces, like actual caves that we sampled, and reproduce them in virtual spaces.
Nice.
Sound field rendering allows us to record and play back spatialized audio. All of this adds up to a more immersive experience. This swarm of bats was created with our Niagara effects system. Particles in Niagara can now talk to one another and understand their environment like never before.
It looks beautiful. This looks really, really, really good. This is gorgeous.
We've also added a ton of new functionality to run fluid simulations.
This is
like
really
you see
meant
in the
to
water
show
below.
off new tech. So I want to see this in use in like an actual game, because the way this is being done is very much like we're going to show off what we could do.
The demo runs on our chaos
But I need to
physics
see
system.
like
Here
it
we
being
are
done in
using
an
it to
actual
accurately
game,
simulate the
unless
rigid
this
bodies
is going to
of
be
the
a
falling
game. Whatever
rocks
this is,
and
I'm
the cloth
watching.
of her scarf. Now that the environment is so complex, we've needed to greatly improve our animation systems to adapt. We've added predictive foot placement and motion warping, which dynamically modifies IK and body position to look more natural. For the character to more realistically interact with the environment, we've added the ability to trigger seamless contextual animation events, like her hand on the door.
That's promising.
Dynamic GI is amazing, not just for speeding up iteration, but also for its impact on gameplay.
Nice.
Any light source can move while
It
still
might
having
be.
beautiful bounce lighting. Dynamic illumination means specular as well, which you can see on all the metal surfaces. You can even see the Niagara-powered bugs reacting to the light. Lumen not only reacts to moving light sources, but also changes in geometry. Remember we mentioned high poly assets? This statue was imported directly from ZBrush and is more than 33 million triangles.
That's
No
crazy.
baking of normal maps, no authored LODs.
That's crazy.
And we can do more than a single statue. There are nearly 500 of that exact statue at the same detail level placed in this room, for a total of over 16 billion triangles from statues alone. Over this entire demo, there are hundreds of billions of triangles. So with Nanite, you have limitless geometry, and with Lumen, you have fully dynamic lighting and global illumination,
That looks
all running
so
on a
good.
PlayStation 5.
Oh, what? Wow. I was like, is this like, I was like, is this useful? Like, I'm like, this has to be next gen. Has to be.
There's not much time left.
And this doesn't need to be constrained to small rooms. It can stretch all the way to the horizon.
Whoa.
The portal, it's open. Don't fail me now.
Whoa. Please tell me this is an actual game. Like, what I'm seeing here is going to be a game. Because this looks rad.
It's time to see what's next.
But I think, yeah, but like, that was probably more of a tech demo than anything. Nice. They got a new engine, Unreal Engine 5. Beautiful. Okay. Okay. So that was not at all what I was expecting. When I think showcase, I was thinking games, and it wasn't. It was a showcase of the Unreal Engine 5. Okay, so good things. First, the Unreal Engine 5 looks awesome. What they were showing in that demo looked amazing, especially when, like, near the end when the dome opened up and you saw light hitting all the statues and everything. That looked amazing. Like, and then, like, again, I think the best part of that entire demo was the final part where she has the flying powers and she just dives off, and then she's like zooming through stuff and running and jumping off stuff and wall running and all this kind of stuff, and it looks amazing while debris is falling and buildings are collapsing around her. It looked awesome. Like, that, I wanted to play that. Like, that was something I wanted to play. Um, and I will say, like, with the way she, like, was climbing, like free running through, like, you know, climbing the walls and stuff, it definitely looked more real. That is kind of like the one thing, like with Uncharted. I love Uncharted. Uncharted looks beautiful graphically, but I will say, when Nathan Drake is climbing, he's very much like a crazy monkey, and you just accept it because it's a video game. It's you know, most people can't climb cliffs like that. Like, you know, finding those, like the way she was like finding footholds and handholds and like places to like be able to climb through. It looked more natural than the way Nathan Drake does in Uncharted. Not saying that's a bad thing, because Uncharted looks beautiful in the way everything is done. It's just with the Unreal Engine 5, it's coming to the point where we're getting close. Like they explained it, closer and closer and closer from virtual looking like actual reality. Which is fine. But the jump between from graphics, so from PS4 to PS5, is going to be is much smaller. It's not going to be like how from like PS1 to PS2, or like even from Super Nintendo to the N64. Like, those are massive jumps. Massive jumps. And even from the PS2 to PS3, still a massive jump. But it's getting closer and closer, where the graphically it's not as far. They wanted to use the Unreal Engine, like, again, they wanted to make it faster and easier for developers to make their games, instead of, like, as I said, using the ZBrush, and then they have to go ahead and like transfer that into an awkward way. They, like, developers want to take this like ZBrush. I personally am not entirely sure what that is, but I believe it's a program or a system where like they've created like the cliffs and stuff, and then instead of kind of rejiggering it into this other program that's usable on discs or in the game, they can easily transfer it to that. They also talked about how they want to be able to, again, Unreal is one engine used for everything: PS5, Series X, PC, Android, iPhone, that kind of stuff. And that's great. And again, that's what the Unreal Engine is for. They talked about how, you know, you can develop something for the PS5 and Series X and high-end PCs, and then it can easily transfer to your iOS or Android, because like it has to condense it down so it works on the phone. Great, awesome. But I mean, everything I heard was good. Everything is great, but give me something to latch on to. Like, that demo was great, and that demo looked amazing, but that was a tech demo. I even said, I was like, during the demo, I was like, man, I would love to see this as a game. If this is a game, that'd be awesome. I would play this. But it's not. It's a gorgeous tech demo, which is fine. I just wish that they told me, like, they said something like what games are being developed on the Unreal Engine 5. It doesn't have to be now. It doesn't have to be anytime soon. I just want to know. But like, man, that was God, that was boring. And I just, oh boy, it was, again, it's a lot of tech talk. And if you're into that kind of stuff, awesome. If you're into hearing all of this kind of thing, that's fine. Again, I just gave the rundown of what they talked about for the most part. Just that the like the demo looked great, but even during the demo, I was like, yeah, that was, I guess my expectations for a showcase were wrong, and I guess that's my fault. I guess I don't know. I was expecting games, but instead it was a showcase of the Unreal Engine 5, which looks great, but graphics, again, I'm playing beautiful games. Final Fantasy VII looks gorgeous. Horizon Zero Dawn, God of War, like the Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order looked amazing, and that was on Unreal Engine 4. Like, we already have gorgeous looking games. Great, awesome. They look better. It's coming to the point where the reason that what gets me excited about the next generation is not going to be the graphics. Does it look great? Yes. And of course I was like, but I do find it fascinating that, The Mandalorian, the TV show on Disney Plus, does use the Unreal Engine to do its animations. That's cool. But I don't know. I just wanted something to grab onto, and great, there's an Unreal Engine 5. Yay. But I could have gotten that demo during the PS5, at the PS5 and or the Series X. Like, they would have done it. It would have been at the PS5 reveal. It would have been at the PS5 reveal. But like, I could have had that tech demo, and they were explaining everything during the demo. It was not like they were just playing it. They were explaining everything. So like, then we had the interview at the end, and I don't know. I am very underwhelmed by it. But yeah, that is my thoughts on the summer Game Fest showcase. So guys, thank you so much for watching. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. YouTube.com/Brotherhood of Geeks. Like, comment, share, subscribe. We always appreciate it. And if you haven't already, press the bell icon. That way, whenever we put up a video, we put up a video. You can also follow us on Facebook, which is Facebook.com/The Brotherhood of Geeks. You can also follow us on Twitter at DualShockedBOG. That's the name of our PlayStation podcast, DualShockedBOG. And then you can also follow us on Twitch when we stream at twitch.tv/Brotherhood of Geeks. So yeah, I'm much more looking forward to the state of play that's coming up next for Ghost of Tsushima. I'm definitely looking forward to. I'm Unreal Engine 5. Awesome. But that's all I got to say. But guys, thank you so much for watching. I'm Brett J. Rasmussen. And as always, live to play, play together. I'll see you guys next time.